Moving to Surrey, BC could be one of the best decisions you make, but only if you do it right. Because if you get it wrong, it could quickly become one that you massively regret. Surrey is a rapidly growing city with incredible opportunities, but it's also full of its own unique challenges that can catch some newcomers off guard. If you don't understand the do's and don'ts of relocating here, you could end up overspending, choosing the wrong neighborhood, or missing out on what makes Surrey such an amazing place to live. That's why in this video, I'm going to be breaking down everything you need to know to make your move a success. And it's coming at you right after this. What's going on, guys? My name's Alex Dunbar, your favorite Surrey realtor, back again with another video. I make videos just like this one every single week, so if you're interested in learning more about the city of Surrey, Langley, as well as the Canadian real estate market, I suggest you consider subscribing to my channel. But diving right into it, let's get on to today's topic. In order to make that successful move, the first thing you're going to want to do is research the neighborhoods. Surrey is a city of diversity, and each neighborhood has its own vibe and advantages. For instance, Fleetwood is known for its family-friendly atmosphere next to schools, while South Surrey offers a more upscale lifestyle with access to the beach. If you're after a more urban environment, city center could be a great option with modern condos and excellent transit connections. But it's really just going to come down to what's important to you, because as somebody who has grown up in Surrey and lived in the city for over 30 years in various neighborhoods, I personally wouldn't want to live in the city center with a family. I think it's better suited for young individuals, professionals, and couples, whereas Fleetwood is a fantastic spot with fantastic schools, great for families, still has pretty good access to transit, and will have the future SkyTrain coming down Fraser Highway as well, which is only gonna help. And if you're interested in exploring what my top 5 neighborhoods are, I do have a previous video on my channel, so make sure you check it out right after this one. Because taking the time to explore these areas and matching them to your lifestyle is crucial before you decide where to live. Don't assume that Surrey is just a suburb of Vancouver. While it's close to the city, Surrey has grown into a thriving urban hub with its own culture, economic opportunities, and attraction. Thinking of Surrey as a secondary city can cause you to overlook all the unique experiences and community spirit that it has to offer. It's a city with its own identity and plenty of reasons to call it home. The next thing you're going to want to do is to budget for the cost of living. While Surrey is generally more affordable than Vancouver, it still comes with its share of expenses. House prices are lower than Vancouver by about 25 to 35%, but remain high compared to other parts of Canada. Detached homes currently average around $1.6 million, while townhomes are around the mid 800s and condos right around $500,000. Don't forget to factor in transportation, utilities, and everyday expenses like groceries and dining out. Most of these costs will be relatively similar across the Lower Mainland, however, you might have small differences. Proper planning will help you avoid surprises and ensure that you're financially ready. Something that you don't want to do is to underestimate commute time. Surrey is well connected by major highways and the SkyTrain to some extent, but traffic during peak hours can be challenging. If you're working in Vancouver or another nearby city, take commute times into account when deciding where to live. City center offers better transit options, while suburban neighborhoods might require a car for convenience. Planning your location with commuting in mind can save you time and stress in the long run. And is it going to be extremely important whether you plan to actually take public transit or drive yourself. And of course, with the future SkyTrain extension heading down Fraser Highway and out into Langley through Fleetwood and Cloverdale is going to be a big help in the future. However, we're still a few years away from that. The next thing you are going to want to do is to embrace Surrey's incredible diversity. The city is one of Canada's most multicultural, with a vibrant mix of languages, traditions, and cuisine. You're going to want to attend events like the Surrey Fusion Festival or try authentic restaurants serving everything from South Asian to Middle Eastern dishes. Immersing yourself in the city's diversity will help you connect with your community and make the experience of living in Surrey even richer. Something I often hear from my clients that I help move here is that they want to pick the areas with the most diversity so that their children get the opportunity to grow up around many different cultures. And there are definitely certain parts of the city that are less diverse than others. So if you're looking for more personalized advice on where those areas are, I'm always happy to help. You can scroll down and click the first link in the description to book a call with me at a time where it's best for you. The next thing that you don't want to do is ignore the parks and green spaces. Greenspaces. Surrey is home to over 200 parks, offering endless opportunities to enjoy the outdoors. Bear Creek Park is famous for its beautiful gardens and walking trails, while Green Timbers Urban Forest is a peaceful spot for hiking and cycling. These spaces are a major part of Surrey's appeal, providing a balance between urban living and natural beauty. You're gonna want to make sure that you explore them, as you'll quickly see why they're loved by so many locals. The next thing you're gonna want to do is to learn about the local schools and services, especially if you're moving with family. Surrey has a range of educational options, from public and private schools to post-secondary institutions like Simon Fraser University and the Kwantlen Polytechnic University. If you're looking at getting your kids into the Surrey School District, my wife is actually an elementary school teacher and knows all the insides and outsides of it, so I'm always happy to provide you with some tips. On top of the schools, you've also got the community centers, libraries, and healthcare facilities that are abundant and provide excellent resources for settling into your new home. The great thing is that pretty much every major community in Surrey has its own community center, if not more than one. So it's definitely something that you want to take advantage of. The next thing that you don't want to do is overlook the safety and security when choosing a neighborhood. Like any large city, Surrey has areas with higher crime rates and homelessness. You're going to want to research local crime statistics, visit neighborhoods themselves in person, and talk to residents to get a sense of safety. Many areas like South Surrey, Fleetwood, Fraser Heights, and Cloverdale are very family friendly and safe. However, there's also pockets within these larger communities that aren't necessarily the best place to be. And that's why it's so important that if you are moving to the area, you have somebody that is knowledgeable in that area that can help guide you. Because sometimes the difference between making the right and wrong decision is only a couple of blocks. So if you want to find out what my worst 5 neighborhoods in Surrey are that I think you should avoid, you should also check out that video on my channel when you're done with this one. Being informed will help you make the best decision for your needs at the end of the day. So don't rush into making a decision before you feel like you're ready. The next thing that you are going to want to do is get involved in the community. Surrey is a strong community spirit with plenty of ways to connect. You can join local events, explore farmers markets, or participate in recreational programs at one of the city's many community centers. Building relationships will help you feel at home faster and deepen your connection to the city. There's also a ton of different options for sports, recreations, arts, crafts, and so many other things that they have for both children as well as adults. So whatever it is that you're looking for, there's probably going to be an option for you. Finally, the last thing you don't want to do is assume that everything is within walking distance. Surrey is a large, sprawling city, and depending on where you live, you may need a car or rely on public transit to get around. While areas like City Centre are definitely more walkable, neighborhoods like Cloverdale or South Surrey often require additional planning for daily commutes and errands. So it's important to really understand what your day-to-day looks like and how long it's going to take you to get from point A to point B. Moving to Surrey is an exciting opportunity to enjoy a growing, diverse city with plenty of amenities and natural beauty. By researching neighborhoods, budgeting carefully, and embracing the local culture, you can make the most of your new home. And one thing I will warn you about, which actually could be another don't, is not to get biased by people who really haven't spent a lot of time here. Surrey often gets a negative reputation that it really doesn't deserve from its outsider. And most of the time when I talk to those individuals, they've only visited 1 or 2 spots within the city. And guess what? Those are typically 2 of my least favorite areas. And given the fact that Surrey geographically is 2.5 times the size of Vancouver, if you haven't actually visited each and every community, you really don't know what you're talking about. But if you want to continue this conversation and find out which of the neighborhoods that would best fit you based on your unique situation and which neighborhoods I think you should avoid, I'd be more than happy to chat with you. All you have to do is scroll down, click the first link in the description, and book a call with me at a time that works best for you. Alternatively, feel free to shoot me a text and I'm always happy to get back to you and answer your question. If you're interested in seeing more videos just like this one and learning all about what the city of Surrey has to offer, I suggest you consider subscribing to my channel and make sure you head over there to check out some of my previous videos as well. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day and we'll see you in the next video.